like to call the meeting, August 2nd meeting of the planning board to order. And we'll start with the approval of the minutes of the July 19th, 2018 meeting. You all had a chance to read them. If you haven't, please do. I do want to say for the record that we did have a bit of an audio problem. Oh, here it is. And Don will do that over there.
We're good?
And because of that, if you see something that is missing or needs correction, please immediately let us know. Any corrections, omissions, additions? One correction to Mike. Under myself proposed Buzzell Road subdivision, second paragraph, second line, approximately 0.58 acres, not 6 acres. 0.58. It's a little bit of a difference.
You're on page 1 of 3?
Page 1,
Yeah.
third paragraph, under Mr. Martell,
Starting with...
and where it says approximately. It says approximately 6 acres. It is approximately 0.58 acres.
You don't suppose that was the total?
No.
Along the side?
No. That's along the road.
Okay. 1/2 acre.
Pardon?
The correction is, should be 1/2 acres.
It's 0.56, 0.58 acres. So 0.58 acres is... Entertain a motion to accept the minutes as corrected. Who seconded it? Nobody else? Do I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to accept as corrected.
Second.
Second.
Second by Tom. The motion, the minutes are approved as corrected. On to old business. In front of us, we have these maps. They are on the Monarch Mountain extraction. They are updated maps. There was an error in the street address. I believe it said Route 9 instead of Route 109, so we need to sign off on those. I think we can do that before we leave. We don't have to get up and do it now. It was simply a mistype.
If we sign it now, we can put it away.
Oh, well, we can sign it now and
Then we'll get it out of the way.
we can put it away. Let's do that.
Trying to find Sharpie, give me just 1 second.
We need a Sharpie.
We need a Sharpie.
Gus.
I didn't vote on it. We didn't vote on trees.
Didn't vote on Monarch?
No.
She didn't.
Here you go.
Oh, we got three or four. We're fine.
You want a date for Saturdays?
No.
Please. Dave,
What's today's date?
second.
Signing the bylaw? Well, right? Right now? Signing the bylaw at home?
Yeah.
Please. I'm not feeling it alone. I just can't hear the music.
That's the timing issue. If we somehow find out.
It was just an SD card. I thought she was
Yeah, but then we use it and erase it. Because it's the official video. So we just have a regular one. And maybe it's similar to what we speak it. We may speak to this one, it's all several different, so. It's all the condition of the don't touch the rock.
Didn't do it.
You touch the rock. Coffee, maybe whiskey or whatever they are. They use it upstairs, they're working inside. Thinking if it's this, it's a bunch of. I know, that's just it. Since we're not in the meeting, Unless they rinse it out, that's the bit, but they just send some paperwork in. The light bill.
Oh, he's here. Good. Okay, so now we are on to the proposed Buzzell Road subdivision. So we went out today, and this is crazy, sorry everybody. As I was saying, excuse me, should have shut my phone off before we started. We went out on our sidewalk today at the Martell property, and we had asked last week Mr. Martell for certain things, and certainly fills what we asked him for, and I don't know if you want to say anything or have anything to add, Mr. Martell or Brad?
I think I'm all set.
Somebody doesn't want you to talk, that's for sure.
You want to say something? Sure.
So, yeah.
No, I've got it.
Everything's good? So let's go back. I know when we went out the first time, things weren't as clear and the back property line wasn't as clear to us as, I am sorry, I do apologize. I'm sorry. But anyway, Gavin, I know you had questions. Do you want to, from what you saw and what
Well,
was
it
that?
definitely answered a lot of questions when we were out there, you know, what's gonna happen with the stumps are gone, right, ground up.
Somebody has growth on all segments.
Yeah.
Gentlemen like that, Dennis brought up. They have good growth, good head on weed. They got one of those, you know, if there's something about it, jump, I like to give it a clean up. That was a good idea.
Yeah, and like the stones and boulders, yeah.
Just, these, some of the hazard, but some of the nice ones for the landscaping, they're gonna stay. Some of the ones that are all in the middle of the bottom, so they just some clean them up, get rid of them. I can see like behind it.
Right.
Let me know when, I just said, so it's a heck of a lot easier. I just had them stake out the back of the lot line, so much easier for you to give them a look at.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, get an idea for
Yeah,
the size
right.
and the area you're gonna be grubbing out.
There you go. So I figured, had that done, Friday, they were gonna do. Makes it easier for you people to look at.
Yeah, because I know where the road line was last week or
Yeah,
something, or
yeah.
2 weeks ago, we were questioning. How, Tom, is there anything you were, we talked about the wind?
Take it to our field trip, right?
Yeah,
We'll get into it in more detail later, I just as I mentioned to Ani when we were on site, I was hoping for some clarity on how the open space pertaining to the Muscle Road is going to be maintained.
so, I guess Tom is looking for more clarity on what your plan to do with the open space,
Well, for now, so where those property lines were, the stakes are put.
what you're developing right now.
Right, that's that. As soon as, when that's approved, then I'm gonna take the rest of the open space, I'm gonna add it to a man, on the other side where it's all field. That's gonna be added to my piece. And then when I do something in the future with my piece, well, it'd be all open space. It'd be-
Open space.
Yeah, open space, but it's gonna be taken off, the new lot line will be done behind the 7 lots. That land will be added as open space to my piece.
To your piece.
Yep.
And I think that just needs to be clarified, or either I'm missing it, that this back lot line is erased and the remaining land of 216-3A, I guess, goes to map 217 lot 29.
But actually, tonight we're not gonna do that, that'll be the future.
You're gonna erase that line though, right?
I was gonna maintain that line until, we did everything on the other side, and we're gonna remove that line.
So there'd be 8 lots here.
Yes.
The remaining lot and then all the others.
Yeah, it's a landlocked lot, yeah.
You'd be creating a legal lot though.
Yeah.
It has no road frontage. Well, we have missing it.
We have access to the lot. We did, I know we originally came in with
6 lot, and then we added the 7th, which
Yeah.
took the road frontage from the lot out back.
So
We can- we can-
it's simpler to combine them sooner rather than later.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that way the lot's not out there, you just put it
Right.
over with the other one.
I did no problem.
No, so we could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, this plan doesn't say that.
Right,
But
so
I
in
can-
my
I
it's
can-
in the final,
I can-
it has the shape set.
Yeah, no problem.
In the findings of fact, the nation has a future.
Yep, they still have to bring us in their final stamp plan with a Mylar, and that will show this back line disappear. So this remaining lot will, all the excess land will 21729,
Right,
which is your other piece.
right.
And then when you come into phase two to do whatever, that's when the open space is created.
That'll work this one.
Yeah, and when we do, like, the finding of facts, that will be clear on that.
Yes.
In the interim, you had a concern that you expressed on the site visit, you didn't want to get taxed for that, but in the interim period, why not correct it during which you will be taxed?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no way to get out of the tax on it, but at least it's excess package.
Right.
It's not primary.
It's not
Yeah.
time.
In the future, well, yeah, how I always had it before, you the open space, and there's no tax on it. I mean, we're talking minimal there. It's just gonna go with the rest of the property.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, the association will be taking care of it. It'll be a minimal, so it ain't like it's a bill of water, so,
Exactly.
yeah, I got no problem.
You said it's not a buildable lot because of the absence of building.
Right, well, eventually when I'm done with it, it's not gonna be built along there, because it's gonna be all open space, 40-some odd acres should be open space.
And then we'll delineate that in terms of notes. Okay, what stage of this application do you feel we're at?
I think we're close to final.
But I don't recall that we've gone through a submissions check for prelim, have we?
It's kind of unique because we're not constructing any roads, it's an existing town road out there, so that, there's no utilities being created, no roads being created. And early on, we looked at it, that it wasn't feasible to do a cluster in there either. And I don't know when the last time we did a subdivision that wasn't a cluster.
Well, refresh my memory, but I think we've never run through the checklist of submissions.
No?
Maybe that might be a place to start so we can move on to the next step.
One date to see what we're talking about. Tom, you want to start there?
That's it.
You want to, do you want me to make a copy of that? What's that? From this teacher, so, what is he using? Tom?
Yeah, it's on page 6.2. Page 1.
So you think you're gonna bring your screener over to this side and screen along, or? you do?
There was a power loop, on the third lot, there was a power loop.
Right, they do pretty.
Yeah.
You wanna screen at least that?
There's gotta be screening, and flip right over to lot one.
Yeah.
If I need more, but they pay me power on the other side.
Yeah.
By the time the snow flies, the west wall before that, the whole place will be landscaped, and all eyes will see it. 60,000 pieces. Say within a couple of weeks. I want to do it too early, I'd rather wait for the bone season to balloon down, and have a wash, all that stuff, and just do it and see right behind it. What's it?
It's in 6.2, page 50. Page 14 and 15. In the subdivision. There you go.
Checklist for site condition change.
Just walk through the
Yeah.
done with Ken, so location map, existing subdivisions in the proximity, no. Locations and names of existing road streets, we received that. Boundaries and designations of zoning districts, this is all in the same zone, is it not?
Correct, yeah. It's all rural.
Outline of proposed subdivision and remaining portion of the owner's entire contiguous holding. Yes,
That's not political.
get that to phase one, I guess, I don't know. That's one that needs to be tied down with some text. That's the one pertaining to when you develop the first slope, the east facing slope. You're detailing us earlier how you're going to pull those two lots together. Text map 216 and 227.
Correct.
So that was it. Proposed name, municipality, map, and lot numbers, that's done, verification of ownership.
Is there a copy of the deed?
Standard boundary survey. Right, that's all those items.
Yes, that's what this plan is here, with the A and
There's one you received today.
We just updated some notes on that plan, that is the
And at the end of the granite bound, instead of that note 16 was added on that revision number 3.
And when did you do that little bit of tweaking that created the 50-foot right-of-way up in the northeast corner of the lot?
That was the second submission that just gave us access to that piece of land, lot piece of land.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm gonna remove that from the plan, and we will not do that.
Okay, so removing that would not permit any legal access to that lot?
Yeah, you come in from my side.
Off of that little dog leg.
You're gonna come in from the field side, you're gonna come in the back side, we're gonna make it all possible, we're gonna make it all one piece.
I lost it. So I thought when we were on site, there was a proposal of a 50-foot right-of-way in the northeast corner.
We're not gonna need it now, you're gonna come in from my house, where the field is on the other side. We don't have to come in from that way.
We're gonna eliminate that lot line on the bottom,
Right.
combine the lots, so that, the frontage would become
Coming in from my house.
off of Young's Ridge Road at that
So I
point.
get rid of that little easement. We figured we landlocked, so we put that in there, but we don't need it now.
Unless you wanna have an access just to yourself.
I don't need it. Come in from we don't need it. Something else is money for water, so.
So,
Was it 50 feet? Is there a note on there that says it? Or it was just access easement, right?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
the scale of that was 50.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just eliminate that.
But that kind of went along with it, doesn't the whole mother law need to be on the plan since it was the last, so the end of that section there, in the last 5 years, all contiguous land in common ownership in the last 5 years. Is that where you want the next one?
no, I hadn't surfaced it. Standard boundary survey, all of those items have been submitted, I guess. So, yeah, does that what pertain, is that what you're asking about?
Right, well, the end, last sentence there, that all contiguous land in common ownership within the last 5 years needs to be, the entire parcel needs to be shown. So does that mean that the whole mother lot needs to be shown on the map?
Yeah, so that's why we were gonna leave that line in. So our intention was, if we change that, we do have a boundary for the whole piece. I'll have to create a whole boundary plan for the whole piece.
So the whole bottom, the whole other lot?
Yeah, there's another, I think like 46 acres.
So as you take that line away, you're adding
So basically, this line gets erased, and we can have an additional if we needed to show this one here.
Yeah, and I have that, the boundary's done,
Yeah.
so I have that, that overall plan.
At some point in time, there's got to be some verbiage to, some wording to explain that, and record this. Right?
Was that it?
At some point in time, unless it's on here as a note, maybe it is, because I haven't come through the notes yet, but that you're going to be adding the portion of tax map 216 lot 3-8 to your parcel on tax map 217 lot 29.
Because once again, we weren't gonna do that, so we'll have to add notes to show that. And this plan, we were gonna leave that line in place.
Right, you're not going to do it at this stage, I understand that.
I mean, it would be easier not to do it at this point.
But we just need, for peace of mind in the town, confirming the notion that this remainder on tax map 216 lot 3-8 is not going to be further developed residential lots.
I think we need the note to say the rear property line is being eliminated and it's going over to 29. It's the cleanest, easiest way.
There you go.
And then we'll pick up the open space issue when you go to develop 29. The remaining, is it 25 acres or so of excess that you've put over would be intentionally gone to open space at that time. Phase 2.
So we need a letter now, or is it?
I think it's just gonna be on the plan.
No,
Yeah, I just have to create a,
Yeah.
I have the overall boundary.
Yep. Yeah, so the rear lot line be erased and the remaining land goes over to lot 29.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
So, Brad, the note in the plan you gave us this evening, which is, I find a date on it. Well, the note in the upper northeast corner, where it says the land to be deeded to town of Acton, Maine. That's the thing that needs to be fleshed out with language such that
That's the right of way in the road, right?
Yep.
So that's this crosshatched area. The current road is a 2-rod road, 33 feet. So what they're proposing is to gift to the town from the center line of the road, 25 feet over. So if the town ever wants to do any widening or ditching or whatever, that the subdivision, the developer has already gifted that to the town.
was what I was driving.
I know what you were thinking. You're on the back lot still, right? What note was that?
It's not in the notes listing per se on the right-hand side of that drawing. There's a note within a small box in the upper left-hand corner, northeast corner, on the large curve on Young Street, Pleasant Road, excuse me. Just above that curve, there's a box that says land to be deeded to the town of Acton, Maine.
Oh, yeah. That's the .58 acres. Yes, yeah. Yep. So we're clear on what the note means.
Yeah.
However, if the town owns that land,
Road.
well, it's not really a road.
Goes the right of way.
Like that line goes through the road.
So I guess my problem is, you're gonna deed some land to the town, okay? An easement doesn't mean ownership. There's a big difference. And the town has a 2
ought to be part of the road itself, that becomes the frontage. Yeah, the road frontage will now be
With a pin set.
that with pins.
I guess it's more complicated than what it really needs to be, because I honestly believe that the only way the town can accept this property is through town meeting.
I thought there was an exception in there for road frontage, but we can look into it. If that's the case, they can have it as an option, that if the town wants it, they can take it. If not, it stays where it is.
Well, I just think, understanding what you want to do, they'd be better off just to keep the property and just give the town an easement. And they can do the same thing.
That could be an easement or a deed, that's your preference, so. You'd rather have that easement, which matches what you have on the street.
We already have these on
that's
the road.
we can do that.
So down the road, it isn't gonna, well, the town owns this piece here, but they don't own this piece here. And I think the easement, give the town the right to do whatever they want with that easement, like you're trying to accomplish. But I don't see the benefit other than that, you know.
Well, that allows you, our property pins then will be into that, almost in the road in places. Yeah. So this would have kept them back out of the road like that. I mean, we can, you know what I mean, because then our ownership will be that little easement on the property. So that's the slide out these lots. So I guess that's,
I mean, normally on the roads,
Yep.
the town has easements. You know, it's very rare that they would own property, unless it's not owned.
It seemed like they had an easement also.
no, did this go in front of the selectmen?
Yeah, they approved to take it.
They did.
So,
I'm just trying to be a good neighbor, I want to make sure that the
Oh, I
town...
appreciate that.
Why have, try to, fight with 7 different people, figure out, make it easier for the town now to do it, and I have enough land to give it. So when I stumbled onto it, to give the plan, I want to be able to give that land now, so it makes it easier for everybody. How do they want me to do it?
So they actually accept it?
Yeah, they did.
so if it becomes an issue as we
They
move
will-
on,
they're flexible.
you guys are flexible.
Absolutely.
Yep, sounds good.
That's just what I wanted.
No, that's good. Glad.
Number 4 on the submissions list, most recently reported deed for the parcel with restrictions, easements, right-of-ways, and encumbrances.
We've got a copy of the deed, we're just waiting on the deed restrictions, he's got his lawyer working on that. It's not age restriction, it's just going to be their covenants that he's looking for. How far out do you think they are on that?
7 lots?
Yeah.
Once it's approved, then I'll know exactly what I can do.
Yeah.
So, I'll have to get on it right away. He's waiting here for me tomorrow, which way it goes. Once it's approved, then I have to...
So if it was approved, be on contingency to review the bylaws and the covenants and see, and they're probably just standard.
Right, yeah, sure. I'm gonna get it done as soon as I can, so it's quick on it.
Number 6, number 5, deed restrictions, all apartment, the lots of dwellings. At this point, there are no deed restrictions.
That's what we were just talking about.
Number 6, sewage disposal. We don't have any testimony analysis here.
Yeah, we got those early on.
That was on the plan with the circle illustrating the...
Well radiuses.
The test bits are in the application, the results of the test bits.
You received those?
Yes.
Map of location of all test pits. And number 7, water supply system. Went through that last week. Are you, okay with water supply?
Yep, they had a, analysis
analysis of the wells in the neighborhood. I think they're in the 500 range, 3 to 5.
Number 8, data plan, North Point graphic map scale, we have that. Number 9, names and addresses of the record owner, applicant, and surveyor, we have that. Wetland acres. Are there any recorded?
Just in that bottom right area, it's noted on the plan, and most of it's all on the land that's going to go to 21729.
And you're okay with that as delineated?
Yeah, none of it's resource protection or shoreline zoning.
Number 11, number of acres, location of property lines, existing buildings, vegetative cover type, unusually large specimen trees, other essential existing physical features. Other than the location of property lines, there's nothing there that pertains, is there? Number 12, location of river streams and brooks within and adjacent, located in a direct watershed of the Great Pond. There are none, right? Zoning and zoning boundaries, it's all in one district borough. Location / size of existing and proposed sewers, water mains, culverts, and drainage ways on or adjacent to the property to be subdivided. Again, we're not, right? Well, that takes care of application submissions for preliminary plan. We're looking at final plan submissions then, this evening. And everybody is in agreement that that's what we just went through was as discussed.
Sorry.
Towards the end, it looks for the submission waivers, which we talked about early on. And that was the high-intensity soil. Contour lines are all on the map, so you didn't ask for a waiver on that.
Do you have a meeting date to discuss that?
The waivers,
Yeah.
a few months ago, or was that?
First meeting.
Yeah,
July 21, right?
yeah,
That's how I think with this.
Right,
correct.
exactly.
Should we make findings of fact?
Yeah,
The board has voted on all this, you know?
correct.
Correct, yeah.
That was just 3 items. So where are we at now? Final plan submissions?
Correct.
Have we received the final plan application? Okay.
We've always used the same plan application, which it's accompanied by the fee. Usually it's just a revised copy of the original plan. So I think as we have it now, the final plan will have that rear property line removed. The remaining land will be going to 21729. He'll update it with a set of stamp plans. And we'll have a second set of deed restriction covenants that they're gonna have. The only things I have on my list.
That's all right, you guys? Bringing me up to speed. The new conditions, once that new lot line is created by the addition of this one, what does that entail?
By the rear property line of all the new lots will become the new lot line. And this one here gets erased, and those 25 acres will go over to the other one. when he comes in with phase 2, he'll be able to use these 25 acres in conjunction with the extra acreage he has on the primary lot on the other one to create the open space. And that'll be generally, probably this area here. So you're probably up here a little higher.
Yeah.
And you're okay with it? There'll be some wording to describe that occurrence in the notes to this plan, right? You need some kind of written confirmation?
Yes. Note 17 will talk about the elimination of the rear property line and the remaining land going to 217-29.
And the plan is, that you will work something out with whatever, either the town or
Oh, absolutely.
something like that.
I think Cal will be involved with that too.
I think most of the stuff we have going through the final submissions just reiterates what was in the preliminary plan and confirming that it's all in there. We've gone through the waivers. And again, it's just unique because we're not creating any streets, we don't have any utilities. It's 7 lots, so we're not looking at a huge traffic analysis.
Just a detail that might not fit right here, but you had mentioned, Arnie, that from the street poles, the power is going to be underground and servicing as well. We need to make a note of that.
Are all the overhead lines on your side of the street or across the street?
Across the street, but there is a pole that runs over to the middle of all 7 lots. There is
Yeah.
one pole that comes over.
Yeah.
And the power comes out, there's, come right off of that. He wasn't sure how he was gonna do it, so he started pulling building permits.
Yeah.
He's gonna run, in a perfect world, he said, we're probably run a pole to go across the street, and then you run 2 lots off of 1 pole.
Let's set the pole right on the property line usually, and then go out to each. So 3 poles, 3 to 4.
Yep. Probably, 3 more bigger ones, because there's one, another gentleman out there, he said, yeah, this is no brainer. He walked nice, underground, he went nice and look.
Did you want that note added to the plan?
He only's gonna build a house without it, so I'm not gonna allow it.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell
It
people.
will burn.
Trust me, I want to get this one there. They're gonna look at it.
Yeah, when I do that, I'll add a note to
Yeah, absolutely.
A2 plan, so it's in there, so it's on the
Just out of curiosity, what is the mechanics of that? Once you got the 1 pole that you're going to do the drop from,
Right.
and so there won't be any laterals crossing to the street?
Now, they'll put a pole across the street in between 2 lots,
Yeah,
put it on the lot line, you'll get an easement from me,
yeah.
and they'll service 2 houses out of 1 pole. So you'll see a wire crossing the street to 1 pole, there'll be 3 more poles that day.
And then underground.
Yeah, and you won't even see the poles, because they'll be amongst the trees, so it'll look nice.
We're entertaining a final plan application, but we don't have one yet.
Yeah, I think they're just looking for anything they need to put on that so they can come back with the Mylar and the deed restrictions.
One thing that is important, or seems to be important, is to make sure that there's language somewhere between Ed's office and Brad and I that stipulates what's happening with this remaining plan.
Yeah, and that'll be on the plan that that rear lot line is eliminated and the remaining land goes to 217.29.
You're happy with doing that, this phase?
Yep.
Okay, good. Well done.
Anybody else? I think we've covered.
Thank you guys for...
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for your time and a second.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yes,
problem.
thank you. Thank you. It was much easier to see, thank you. Yes, I did. Tom, should we take a vote on those conditions?
On the waivers and air conditioning?
Waivers are all set.
They're all set.
Is that going to be the rest of it?
Could we put the conditions as stated into a motion?
Yep, and then they'll know to come back for their final plan.
Right, and then we'll come back with those. Yeah, let's walk back through it and actually,
So we're removing the easement on that north corner. The remaining land, all on the back side, goes to 217.29. We'll get the final set of stamps and Mylars, and a copy of the deed restrictions. That's what I have.
that's,
This is way for some.
The waivers we voted on
we voted on those
3
already.
meetings ago, so
I'll add that underground.
in
And you'll
the,
add the underground? Okay.
You don't throw in, like all on kept on the site. From that area.
you'll probably have it moved and seated by our next meeting, but
Right, we can put it in there.
we can keep it in the minutes too as well. No looms leaving the site, all stumps are ground on site, and all
Right,
material stays on
And
site.
that's in there. And you're clearing with the trucks parked, we talked about that last week. The equipment, you'll clear a place, the equipment will be there, and you keep doing that systematically.
I think the intention was to start putting driveways in, just so you can come in 30 feet. The locations were already approved, that's gonna allow them to get the trucks off the street and start accessing the sites. Street addresses are on the plan already, each one has their numbers identified.
Brendan, you have those all with the... I think so. So, can we have a motion to, and I'm going to ask Brenda to read them for the record in the motion. Following conditions.
You want a copy of the deed restrictions. The electrical will be underground from the pole to the structures. The right-of-way will be eliminated. You're looking for stamped plans. The stumps will be ground on site. All mowings to be left on site. And the open space will be deeded to map 217 lot 29.
Just where it is remaining land, so it
Just
doesn't...
giving you information.
Yeah.
Can I hear a motion for that?
Move we, you want to call that?
Conditions.
We approve the conditions as read by Brenda. Pertaining to the
just gonna change that tree a little bit, the conditions sent forth by the planning board. Perfect. Can I get a second on that? Second from Leslie? All in favor? Abstain? Thank you. Motion is passed.
You guys have it for the next meeting?
What's that?
The final plan you'll have for the next meeting?
Yeah, next meeting
We'll have it
is,
on the agenda then.
Is that when you approve it, the next meeting?
You know the date?
Third,
17?
17th, third Thursday.
No, today's the second, so it's like 16.
16th.
16 July.
Yes, third Thursday.
16.
Yeah.
Great.
I know you're 16 in Boston.
Yeah, 17, and it'll be,
Well, it'll be the 16th then.
perfect. I think Boston's a little more important right now for me, right? All right, that's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See you later.
Let's see, moral business, Pine Ridge Campground, conditional use.
Is it Pine Ridge?
That's what I got, Pine Ridge.
Well, that's what we.
I think, no, Ken has Pine Grove. Which is it?
Which is it?
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge.
Pine Grove's a cemetery. That's Pine Ridge.
Little house on the prairie.
Little House on the Prairie.
Do you have the PDFs? I got an email copy, but that was it. You have,
I have a hard drive.
do you have, did they give you a bunch of them for the board, or?
Oh, yeah. I come from East Aaron and
Oh,
just,
wow, okay, I don't think.
Because it's all revised. Thank you.
okay, what's your opinion?
You should see our dining room, it's all pictures.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I don't see any color marks in the.
I know, we kept the Crayolas off the table.
Yes, you.
That's good.
That was it, oh, yeah, just the bill.
Dan, that was one of the high points of the meeting.
Oh, really?
I laughed about it for a while.
I mean, you know, this is serious business and you're smiling. That's wonderful. It's a good thing. I think so. Now, is there anything you want to tell us? Because I think with all this information that you have given us, we are definitely going to need time to go through it
Oh, absolutely.
and put you on the top of the agenda at our next meeting.
Yes.
But is there anything you want us to know?
This, that's the final plan we have, that actually was submitted to the state DEP.
Okay.
This application's been, they have it, they accepted it. So I believe it has everything that you asked for last time.
Yes.
Right. like I said, I think with all this, we're gonna have to digest it, so this will really come up at our next meeting, you know, because you've given us, like you say, everything we've asked for, and probably a little bit more, thank you.
The plans really look like they've come a long ways. This final version really.
This is the final plan.
One better, right there.
I was gonna say,
Oh, my goodness.
Let me get my crayons out.
That was an extra few thousand, we decided not to do it.
any place you can cut a buck or two, right?
Yeah, like,
Leave the
keep it
buckets off.
You want the used,
Yep, we'll take those. And I'll do them so a big pile for us and we'll pick them up. I think relocating the road, at first I didn't understand it so much, but once you got into it, and because we had a road there, or you did, but by relocating it, changed all the grades, changed the site distances, and long-term is gonna really work out good for you.
yes.
I do have the original site distance that they did.
It was time to preserve the
Which is going on back up to the
sidewalk
kind of the
foundation,
package inside.
but the grade was.
And that's the electrical service information too, where you can break that down. How many amps on these sites, which sites. Also,
Road engineering is in this package.
That's what we asked for. And Ken has the master, the large drawing of everything. So he
The board doesn't see a reason for another sidewalk, do they? It was pretty clear when we were out there. Dennis, if you want, we can get together, Dan's always out there working, if you want to do a drive-through.
So much more information as far as the entrance for each site. These are preliminary and site distance.
with the site distance, with the road moved to, it actually gives the northern part a little more, which is actually a little bit better, because going south on H Road wasn't, you know, it's actually pretty clear down the hill, up the hill, where the other one was a little was before. We're way within the parameters of it, so it's helpful, because people do go faster than 25 on that road.
No.
I don't know anybody.
Nobody?
What time is it?
I know, exactly, exactly.
Transfer station fast.
Right, exactly.
That's good.
But that's really, thank you for bringing this in, as I say, we'll put you on the top of the, is it 16th, the Thursday?
Will you have the checklist ready for us, Tom?
Are you gonna have dumpsters on site?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't have to worry about an approval from transfer. I'll just get an update with the road commissioners, the fire department.
We need the road commissioner. I got the verbal okay, I got it in writing.
Yep. I know that was last year or so. Is that new driveway location staked out?
Yes.
The spray painted on the road or something
Yeah,
like that?
it's surveyed.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's,
Are we at a point where we can submit this to the papers to get this feedback, or?
Yeah, I think at the next meeting, the board will have enough time to take a look at it, review it, go through, we'll go through the checklist, see if anything's missing, officially accept the application, then post a public hearing, have the hearing for it, and at that time, we've gone through enough preliminary in the site walk and stuff, so, and it doesn't sound like anybody's gonna do another site walk. I can bring the new board member out and just coordinate that with you and just do a little, at this point, we're almost able to drive through a lot of it, so.
Instead of walking all around.
Well, it's all flat up there, it lays out perfect for, the lot lays out really good for the use.
all right, well, have fun, we get reading.
And if you want a larger scale, Ken's got the huge ones.
Yeah.
And extra quick question. Did your BH2M people work on this site?
That was Line Pro.
Line Pro, yeah.
Line Pro was the
Yeah.
original site. Dan's got the original surveys of that.
Just so I know what I'm looking at, this little thing here is the,
That's the existing one now.
you're going to see it.
Well, actually, we're gaining some, not some people from that, we're still
This is uptown, this way.
Yeah, transportation's this way, and then townhouse is
It's kind of fun to mark that. Thank you.
See you in a couple weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
You guys are reading to me.
The plans have come a long ways.
I missed the color, that's all I'm gonna say.
The last one.
The last one, very good, very good. So, all right, I think that does us for new business, for old business. We will go to new business, and I will probably mess up the name. The height or the back?
Either way.
Either one. Hi, guys. That works.
I'm Dave White, for Howard.
Additional use application to conduct extraction, Hebo Road, map 224, lot 014.
So, we are looking to continue an operation of an existing gravel pit. With purchase sale, Terry Grant. That was currently in the past operating this pit. We submitted a plan, and we had to revise that plan after a meeting with him. I only have stuff myself.
Who grabbed this one?
This is one of the subdivisions.
I'll share with that. Did you keep on with that?
The office doesn't have, are we going to get one for the office?
I will.
Yeah. Do you have it, yeah, out there. Just using this again.
I know.
So,
Can you orient us a little bit?
yep, so Hebo Hivo is, you go, hold up, kind of,
That's a So elementary schools right here. Elementary schools here, Sanborn Road's coming down through here, Cemetery Church, Hebo Highbo's coming out here.
Yep.
This is the old pit right there.
Yep.
So this dog leg area is going to be this area here.
So the proposed road is exactly where the existing road is for the pit. And much of the, if you look at your, the existing conditions plan that was originally submitted, it will show you, do we have any of those?
Plan.
We have an existing conditions plan being proposed. Nothing changed on the existing conditions, I will put those off.
This one's proposed, how many has existing? That has the existing contours out there.
Yeah, it has existing cleared area, so this is the existing pit now.
in the proposed area is just to continue off of vehicles.
Essentially, there's a norm there that we would like to just continue to work into the hill. That's all we have.
How long is the landscape been out?
He goes in and out, he's going there for long periods of time, but he keeps it active and
So it was one of the non-regulated pits where there were no conditions, no replanting plans, nothing like that. The Levites own and run a legitimate business, trying to think of a better word. They're a company that they like to do things thorough and right. They want to go in, take it over, have permits for it, work with a replanting plan and have a time frame. The intention is personal use, no retail sales, nothing like that. It's just for their own use for projects around this area.
What's the condition of that bridge?
It's a culvert, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
What's the house?
And it was a wood bridge.
Yeah, I got the one in there, with the logs in there.
Yeah.
You're just looking at just a this.
I guess it's been a while since I read it.
Yeah, sure. What is that? Somebody stole logs.
I think you're looking at
Sites.
Yes. That's what we call it.
How many acres you guys got open right now, you think?
So I'm not entirely sure of the open acreage at this time. The proposed is about 13.
Yeah. You guys give the DEP for that?
Yeah, so
It's over 10.
over 10, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not proposing to open up more than 10.
Yeah.
After the 10-acre mark, we would start reclaiming.
Yeah.
So at this time,
So you think this is about pretty open right now, or?
I would say probably somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah. Yeah.
And what's the state of that? Is it in the process of being revegetated, or?
No, it's
Is it
just-
ready to be revegetated, or are you still mining it, or?
Still mining, so
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
that's where the operation, our operation would begin, where his operation left off.
Yeah,
Basically, it's a gravel bank right now,
yeah.
so we would,
So there's not a lot of land to be revegetated? Not
No,
like
we don't.
it's right now, but.
so nothing will be
Open it up.
revegetated, it would just continue the operation as it was.
Yeah,
Again, after that 10-acre mark, we would begin vegetation at that point.
you're gonna wait till 10 acres?
We'd like to, that's within the DEP guidelines, and we'd like to be able to have 10 acres.
Yeah.
What's there?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if there's different mineral deposits in there, like larger stone on one side, sand on one side? Or is it all pretty similar material, is it all mixed material?
As far as we know, it's similar material, but obviously until you get into it and start digging it, it's hard to know exactly what's there.
Yeah, but by the looks of it, it's all
It appears to be.
one deposit of similar material.
And that's actually why we were purchasing it for 40 acres of land here. We're only proposing to use 13 of that for gravel pit purposes. Reason for that, we think the material changes.
Right.
So,
How many acres do you think you're gonna have open at once?
10 acres.
So you're gonna go for all 10?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll have 10 acres open?
It'll be a very long process before we get 10 acres.
That's what I was asking, I'm kind of like, if it's all similar material, maybe by the time they got to 8 acres, they'd be able to revegetate 2 acres and,
Potentially, although we want areas to maintain stockpiles and stuff like that, just to be able to operate.
I don't think DEP considers the stockpile area as part of the 10 acres.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to worry about that.
It's kind of a narrow piece and it's sort of that dogleg.
It's like a ridge or
Yeah, exactly. So just in terms of working area,
driving in and out.
yeah, exactly.
So it'd be like the 2 sides would be unused, so to speak, as you went in.
Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
to touch on that theory, haul roads as well, so in terms of, we may have 10 acres open, but there may only be 6 or 7 of that that is considered
Right.
by DEP standards, because we are taking those stockpiles into consideration. So we may have less than that acre.
So you guys don't screen and crush it?
We don't own a crusher or anything like that. We would probably hire a crusher once, maybe twice a year, would be the intent. Again, just to have a stockpile of material there that we can mill out.
Looks like it's less than an acre open right now, because some's already starting revegetation. And I think we talked about it early on, the more acres you have open, a lot more escrow's gonna be open.
Yep.
So if you're only gonna have 5 open, it's gonna be less money you'll tie up as you start reclaiming back through, so we can go through that. During our original meeting, we had talked personal use only, hours of operation, sound levels, no fuel on site, acreage that was open, the escrow, looms not removing on site. And the real issue is just having your lawyer look at that EVO-IVO right of way and rights and interests and stuff like that, heading that off, because that's gonna be an issue as we go to the public hearing, I would imagine.
So what exactly we need is, it was my understanding, Joe Witkowski, who's been working down in the past, his interpretation of the deed is that,
You guys have the right title and interest to go in and out of there.
right,
Yep, just have them write something up so you have it ready. Because I know there's some controversial between this property owner and the cemetery people of the use of that road going through in the past. So just so you're prepared for it, you got some documentation and you go out there.
That was Joe, you were referring to Joe Winkowski? Yeah, that's, the town's attorney.
He does some names and stuff, the town has several that they use, so.
So, what we doing with,
Jim Sherman is our attorney.
Yep.
But basically the way, because we've dealt with this, we've kind of gone through this, in order for Jim to get something on paper from Joe,
Or it'd be just Jim writing his own interpretation of it. And then if we have an issue, we can bring it to our attorney to say, what do you think about this? So your attorney is just gonna write something up that you have a purchase and sales agreement, so you have right title and interest as you move forward, that you do have the right title to go in and out of there as it is. Where it's
You
a,
shouldn't have too much problem with that. I mean, you own land right on the right of way, so you can access it.
you know,
but I guess when the town relinquished EVO-IVO,
that's where it gets fuzzy.
yeah,
And the county may at first, and then the town, and Dennis may be more familiar with it than me out there, but,
Yeah, the town discontinued that road.
yeah.
They became the reason.
So it turns over to private ownership, and they would own to the center line of the 2-rod road for their parcel, so they would be they would own part of the road, so they have access.
I believe we can discontinue the road, but the property goes to the center of the road.
Yeah. And I guess it's 2 levels. One, you're creating the business out there, but on the other, you're creating another lot out there as well, too. Because they're not purchasing the whole lot, they're going to create a new one. And that this new lot would have the same rights, title, and interest as the first person.
When the town retains a reason, is my understanding, then that's a public easement, because it belongs to the town. That's how I understand it, and that's how I understood it.
so the dashed lines represent the easement of the town.
And these are tax maps that wrong in many areas, but...
Yeah, I know, but it represents something.
Exactly, it should be a good indication that there is a...
And that's a town easement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the condition of fuel on the way?
You're not driving out there in your Volkswagen. Just 50 feet.
It's not far to their lot.
It is a bit of an easement.
Do you think you'd do improvements to this road from the beginning out to you, just,
Well,
would you need to for your trucks?
we need to, no, we would not need to, which it would probably benefit us to do so we would. So we would, yeah, we would certainly want our trucks travel on halfway use the road.
Yeah.
And it goes over that brook, right to that brook?
Yes.
Was that?
Right there.
Right there, yeah.
It doesn't, I don't remember it as straight as it looks right there when you go over the brook, but, kind of a zig and zag, not as bad as the culvert on the short drive, but...
So you guys have to traverse that road?
There's a culvert, is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah, they said there's a culvert.
It's a culvert over that. It's a culvert out there.
Yeah, what's the condition of the culvert?
It's right there.
Is it in good shape?
Yeah, that's the other walls. It's called for that.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
What's that?
Probably
Used to be
straight.
timber brick. Yeah. Just
I remember a bridge.
Yeah, there's no wooden, okay.
Okay.
Fix that up.
Yes.
Well, that was Golden Bridge.
Before that.
Sidewalk?
We usually do. Just saying, maybe for like, usually for the gravel pits, we do a sidewalk. I don't know if the board is interested in that or...
You ready to schedule one tonight?
Yeah, if we're doing one, we might as well schedule it tonight.
I think we might as well.
Do you want to try it before the next meeting or
We
Like
have
that?
just like 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Oh, it's gonna screw you over there. No, we could do it a different day.
What's a good day?
Could we do it like a Tuesday or Wednesday at 6? Is that possible?
Well, we could do it a little bit later, on Tuesday or Wednesday, 6:30, so.
Or I have Saturday, the 18th.
I mean, it'd be nice to do a sidewalk. I guess, depends on duty.
Right.
During your hours.
Right, that's,
All of it's gonna be after my hours, so...
well, Thursday would work.
I think the 18th is what it is.
The 18th is my Saturday. It's after the next meeting. We could do the 14th, which is a Tuesday.
Let's do that.
Does 5 o'clock work for you on Tuesday?
6 is the earliest.
Does that day work for you guys?
What is it?
Tuesday the 14th.
So we'll be, at the sidewalk? Yeah,
We
yeah.
go earlier at 6.
Could do 6:30 too.
I can do my hours on Monday then.
No.
What was the date there, I'm sorry?
14.
Tuesday the 14th at 6. Yeah.
So you can get later.
Oh, the day's getting shorter already.
Yeah. We're crossing around.
Yeah.
6 PM, right? 6 PM, Tom, good?
Yeah.
Everybody else? Tuesday,
14th.
14th.
Do you have a conflict?
No, the other meetings usually over.
I do have a conflict that night, but that's no reason to reschedule.
You gonna reschedule your conflict?
No, I can't.
You want us to take a video for you?
No, I'll bring my own.
Different time?
I don't have.
I think it's pretty explanatory too, between the plans and just seeing the drive over the bridge, it's on the left-hand side.
town cemetery.
So he's cutting this, you can see this area really clear on the map. He's running roughly right in this area.
Yeah, see the 14, Ken?
Yeah.
So if we go straight to Eagle Eye Road from there, and hopefully, and then straight down.
So we just point it to.
Yeah.
So, where the right is, all right, then?
Yeah.
Over to here? Yeah. Over to Eagle Eye, and then it goes back up. So that basically the 14 almost represents a corner.
Yeah.
It goes corner, within reason.
How many acres is this lot now?
I think it's
150,
150.
and you're looking at 40 acres?
What's the closest residential to the pit?
There was a house built out here.
Oh, in the back end of Dennis Lane?
Yes. Gosh, right here, these people are out there. Then we did a subdivision a couple of years ago out here, these across the street from the school. Normally, if this pit was going to enter out onto the road, we'd be looking at, construction entrance of some kind or something. And that could be something we can address. Like I said, you guys are probably gonna fix that road up so you can come in and out, you're making the material, so it only helps you long term. And I think the big thing is they're not looking at retail sales, it's their own personal stuff.
Well, max trips a day?
I think they put it on the business plan. How many trips were you thinking? And it's gonna be sporadic, they'll be in there for a week or two, and then you won't see them for a month or two. That could be on the plan.
We could put that on the plan, right?
Yep, and covenants is sound, we'll be looking at the sound of the
Yeah.
property line and
And the crusher?
And the crusher.
usually the crusher is later or earlier in the season when people still all have their windows closed and again, if you're not doing retail sales, you're just making your own stuff in advance.
So I will note just a couple things, a couple of the main reasons for the revisions were, we show the proposed grade grades a little bit better to show internal drainage on the site, instead of the internal grade, and a 50-foot buffer originally, which is all the DEP requires, but Ken brought to our attention to actually above. So we changed that.
From the property line to the edge of the pit.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 100-foot buffer, sure. And we have drawn in we're proposing to actually build a berm, a sound barrier, a landscape berm along that property line where Ken is cursor, just to create a buffer for the adjacent neighbors, as well as the sound barrier.
What size trucks are you supposed to use?
We only own 3 dump trucks, so that's...
They're all just tri-axles.
Yeah, tri-axle dump trucks, yeah, that's just the extent of our operation, so.
And the one time.
Yeah.
No trailer dumps.
That's a legitimate business.
That's the legitimate. I think Tom was the only one, or maybe Ole. The Levites did the Oakwood, is that what we call that, Oakwood subdivision? That's the one down by Ted Frye's claims, you come in that way, he did a 14-lot subdivision in there, so you can see that was in a good time, and he held it through the bad time, and, I mean, you could just go out there and see what type of work he's done. The whole subdivision is well-maintained. It was a gravel road is all we asked for, he's got it all paved up now, and it really looks nice out there.
Any,
Would you tell us about the reception that they might get from the
That's why we were talking to have their attorney write a letter that they have a clear right title and interest. And I'll talk to the cemetery people, so it's not a surprise to them as well. And this may clear up the whole issue out there, having somebody good out there to fix up the road and maybe maintain it. The cemetery has a lot of issues where the road sucks, so the mutters or the people drive to the side and rip up all the cemetery and stuff like that. So hopefully this may kill two birds with one stone up there.
We've done one of the major complaints was there's a line of maple trees on their property, and the roots of those maples are getting hammered by monster truck jamming.
And that's something we can actually help out with, because fixing up the road would probably bring the green up and maintain it, I'm sure the building rots, continually running over the trees, so we'd like to solve some of those issues.
Smooth sailing, I think.
Do you have issue with people playing around in the pit? People in there and... See the issue in there?
And we're not the land posting type people. We don't, as far as we're concerned, people will be able to hunt our land, or be able to use our land, as long as they don't abuse our land. So, I don't know quite the answer to that question. What is your thought?
Well, just in terms of like vandalism, if people getting in there after hours and
Yeah,
stuff
I
in
didn't know if there
there.
was any way of stopping them. If you have open land, there was a fence and all that, old mills are gonna get out there.
We have a pit in Lebanon now that really don't get any, we get occasional people, they shoot guns out there, target practice and stuff. So it's been really vandalizes. Anticipate that being a problem.
There's not a gate across it.
No, actually, I don't, Terry's got a little chain there now.
We wouldn't be happy to put a gate up, play more soft, but it's a tough thing to regulate it, and
For liability, from a liability standpoint, you might want to,
Yeah, it does get a little tricky.
it gets a little tricky. I mean, Mr. Shirley could probably give you some advice on that. If you're trespassing, but you're working at it, then you do it, but,
Yeah, I know.
what's going on? Especially if you have any equipment out there.
I think usually the thing with trespasses is blowing the windshield out, open, carrying fuel tanks, set a game camera up and protect yourself.
Right.
I did get a complaint out there that somebody was shooting for 5 or 6 hours. And there was an elderly lady went out there and yelled at him, and she hasn't heard from him for a while, but that's just gonna be a bunch of
As long as we heard from the elderly.
with a German accent. They haven't come back since, she says.
we'll just let her.
You have any open positions, firefighter?
Use her as a flagger. That's all I had. We'll see you on,
On the 14th.
thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Still swinging the hammer, Tom? What's that? Still swinging the hammer? What's that? No? Is that?
Good night.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, not that we didn't have enough on our plates tonight, but you see a new header down there saying housekeeping. A couple weeks ago, with the last meeting, we got copies of bylaws of the planning board, town of Acton. And I think it was 1996, the last time they were gone over. I would please ask all of you to make this your reading material at some point. I think, frankly, this is something. something that, unless we have a very warm winter and there's lots of building, I think it would be, a good idea to have it we can tackle something like this. And I would like to get that on our agenda so we can go over it. It needs to be brought up to date. The other reading material that I've asked for you to have is the Town of Acton Comprehensive Plan. I have read this. I know Leslie's read this. It is dry reading. Did you read it? This, the comprehensive plan. This is, there's a lot of information in there that is relevant to the planning and to this town. Tom is a real expert on this. He had a lot to do with it. Well, he did say he forgot about it. This comes from, this is June 2005. And by rules, we should have a new one every 10 years. I'm not saying we should do it, but I would, when you really can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, please start reading it, make it so you're a little familiar with it. There's just some really terrific information on it. And those are some of the housekeeping things. And the other one was finding of facts. There is a form that we can use, and I'd like to see us start using that all the time. And not just the checklist that we have, the conditional use checklist, but it's very basic. Name, address, phone number, lot number, just goes on and on, which are, it crosses the T and dots the I. And I'll have Brenda make up some copies of one. I have a paper copy, and I will give it to you so you can have it. And it's just that, it's something like this, but you know, it's a little bit more detailed. And, you know, you put it there, you've got it with whatever application you have. And it really says that, okay, we've done our job, and this is it. We can't be, you know, we're not being sloppy about it or taking shortcuts. So I'd like to get that instituted as well. But bylaws, oh, I think they came out last meeting, so we'll get you one tonight.
I'll give you one more.
Yeah, so I would like to get that done. You know, we can start biting that apple a little bit at a time, but the bylaws are important. I think we have, maybe if we could get that done by the end of the calendar year would be a good.
The bylaws are a short document.
Yeah.
We just, as you're reading it, make notes through it, and then we can go over it.
Yeah.
Put it on the agenda and save a block for it, and go over it, see what we need for changes, make some changes. That doesn't need town meeting approval, that's just a public hearing here and make changes to it, same as subdivision stuff.
And it is the kind of thing we can do in a workshop form. If you know, after you've read it and come up with some changes, we can do a little workshop, because we're not voting on it, we're not doing anything, we're just doing the grunt work to get it done, and then public meeting, and we're cool when we have it done. But I'd like to get, before the end of the calendar year, that one. It would be good. You know, if we don't put some sort of a date on it, it's gonna be next July, and we'll be talking about it again.
That's how the government works.
You know, unfortunately, yes. But that's it. The other thing I'd like to do, and start to look into, I just went to an MMA planning board workshop. I know some of you have been to them, some of you haven't. I'd like us all to go one, and I'm going to see if we can get one here, so we can all attend. So, you know, a refresher for some people, and an introduction to newer people. But those are some things I'd like to get moving. And the more we know, the better we are as a board. And we're a pretty good board to start with, so there you go. Is there anything else anybody else would like? Then I would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
No, you can ask possible location at the end.
Where? Where? Oh,
She was saying we should have switched those around.
I should have, right?
I guess if we're still sticking on housekeeping for a minute, maybe we want to look at improving the audio down here a little bit. I'll take a look at some speakers and mics, something that's not dramatically expensive, and see if that can help. It's hard talking over the air conditioner and the sounds and stuff like that, something.
Yeah, it's not,
It was the air conditioner with the noise.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not so,
And
it's
then
not so.
when he shut it off, I
It
mean, you
changed
it's-
dramatically,
yes,
yeah.
Changed
definitely.
dramatically.
Yep.
Yeah, and even opening these things, I only realized afterwards, we actually covered
The
mic.
microphone, yeah.
with a piece of paper,
Oh, that's,
You know.
it's okay, yeah.
but,
That wouldn't
you
affect
know,
it
it has
that
nothing
much.
to do with this recording, but a mic would be a little, I know I can project my voice out the door and around the corner, but.
But it gets hot after a couple of hours.
But after a couple of hours, it gets, well, you know, you teach school for 10 years, you can develop some pretty good vocal cords. But, that would be wonderful. Okay. Mr. Code Enforcement, you are next on the
Yeah, so
agenda.
that way, so we got the pictures. So, this is on Stewart Drive. They're proposing to take the existing camp, and I can read the numbers better off the plan. I think it's 24 feet, and turn it into 38 feet.
So the dark orange is existing?
You see that? Oh, it does show up better on that. Yes, the dark orange is the existing. It doesn't show as good on the screen. The orange and the yellow conflict.
Wait, the dark orange
Yep, is the,
proposed.
no, that's yellow.
Yes, it is.
Yep, they're in the same footprint,
I
kind of.
got you.
So the existing building is this way. And that's 24 feet. The proposed would be back to here, and that's 38 feet. And then once we get through with the building, we're gonna do the same to the shed. The shed is 16 by 16, and it's gonna be 10 by 10, in the same location, just shrinking, improving the setbacks on all sides. New septic system goes out back in here. The 100-foot setback from the water is actually out on the road, back in here, so there's no way of achieving the 100-foot. And then the 50-foot center line from the street is actually this line right here.
Kenny, what is that in the lower left hand?
This one here,
Yeah.
that is the septic. Yeah, the highlight is kind of, when it got scanned, chewed it up a little bit. Currently, they're out of the lake, and they've gone back and forth. They also do have one across the street.
So they going across the street,
Correct.
but there's not a lot of room over there.
It's straight up the hill, all that whole across the street. It's poor soils and up the hill.
Who's the outhouse?
That must be that little jog, I think.
The outhouse is right there.
Yeah, I see it.
They're two separate buildings.
So then, not change the footprint at all?
This is kind of near Buzzell.
This is
Going past
the-
Buzzell down there.
The front of the camp,
Yeah.
the new
It's
front
right
would
up
be
Langley
here.
Shores.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go down the hill for Langley Shores,
Take a
and then
right.
Langley takes a left, Stewart goes around to the right, on the lake.
Currently a deck on the front, the deck goes onto the side.
Here, there, yeah.
Is there much topo out there?
No, it's generally fairly flat out there.
And trees are coming down, I see.
I think only one in this. He's got a tree on the plan.
Yeah.
So he's shrinking the footprint essentially of the main building and the, whatever the hell he calls the shed.
Yeah, more of a rotation too.
Going higher?
This one's a good one.
It's kind of a flatter roof, the new roof will be pitched steeper.
Triangle with
Require a site visit?
I wouldn't think so, it's fairly flat and simple. 3-bedroom septic is what they're proposing.
You get them? This one shows it very clear.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That height.
Give you guys the good ones.
Yeah, thank you.
See what you can go.
I'll have to take a look at that tomorrow.
Is that an active house?
I think so.
Just knock first.
It's not for, it's, the current septic is more of a cesspool, the pipe just goes out and it's nothing that's maintained, no pumping or anything like that. Works fine, no maintenance. Let's see if I get some photos.
You share those, okay?
It works together, doesn't it?
Let's just say I won't be visiting soon.
Yes. Bring the whole family.
I'm sure you guys all remember when the town used to plow out there to Junior Bill's house.
No.
No.
GPS used to send the UPS trucks down Stewart Drive. And they would call us and said, we can't get to your house.
That happened to me too.
Oh, when you're doing a site walk.
Yes, it sent me this Thursday.
I can't remember why we were out there.
Maybe just to look at the road, whatever they were doing on that.
No, it's a relocation,
Ooh, poor Tom. I gave him a heart attack. Like it's poor Tom.
that's the camp now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're going up 30%.
Yep.
Pass this thing here.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, look at this. So they're moving from 28.7 to 38.
And it's that little indent on this left-hand side that.
It has a retaining wall right along the shore. From all the photos, so they're moving 10 feet back. On the one side, or 7 feet on the other side.
It's a little indent over on the side, where it comes in.
Yeah, one of the printed photos showed it pretty
Yeah.
well.
Showed it very well, yeah.
Yeah. But the other side's actually closer.
Yeah, it's deceiving.
Yeah, it's weird. But they're only gaining 7 feet, but that's all we can push them back. And the roof line's gonna stay the same, or?
They'll have to do stormwater mitigation anyways, so they
Yeah,
do
we
drip
don't
line
care.
trenches around
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we don't.
Vegetation plan out front.
Yeah.
Are they putting a basement in?
Slab. Was the proposal.
Not close enough.
Stumps and rocks.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do is the 38.7.
38 is the point from that left-hand side.
Yeah.
So the new structure would be no closer than 38. And the shed would be in the same footprint minus a couple of feet.
All right, well, I'll make a motion that the camp at 67 Stewart Drive be relocated no closer than 38 feet from the lake, and that the shed also be relocated in the proposed location.
Second.
Okay. Show of hands, all in favor? Any opposed? Shows as one. No opposed. One abstain. One abstain. Well, both don't really have to come tonight. So I believe we have them out of order. We have accomplished our
Agenda?
agenda.
Go team.
Go team. Motion to adjourn the meeting. So moved.